Alright guys, Angular 2 is finally released, and that means we can resume on the Angular 2 series. But let me tell you that if you watched this series so far, except for a small change with the Hello World example and how you nest components, everything else remains the same. So in this video, I'm going to explain the new Hello World application, and in the subsequent videos, we can focus on the other major concepts like forms, routing, services, and build a few Angular applications. Alright, now I have this basic Hello World application. You can download this from my GitHub repo, and the folder is Angular 2 final template. And I have opened this folder in Visual Studio Code. Now to run the application, you need to first run npm install, and then you need to run npm start. So once you run that, you have Hello World displayed in your browser. So how does this application work? Let's have a look. So we start off with this app.module.ts file, and this is the entry point to our application. So here we make use of the ng module decorator to add some metadata for our app module class. Now we import the browser module because our application runs on the browser, and then we declare the list of components that are part of this app module. So for now, we just have the one app component declared. And finally, we bootstrap the app component, which is the root component for our application. So that's about the app.module.ts file. Next, let's have a look at this app component file. So app.component.ts. Now the app component is the root component of our application. The first thing we need to do is import the component decorator so that we can use it with the app component class. Now we specify a selector which behaves as the HTML tag, and we also specify the template, which is the view for this component. So when my app tag is found, it is replaced with this hello world, which we use in index.html. So my app over here, this is replaced by hello world, which is what we see on our browser. And finally, we have this main.ts file. And here is the code to initialize the platform that our application runs in. And we also bootstrap the app module. So let me go over the flow of execution one last time. The main.ts is going to bootstrap this app module. And in our app module, it is going to bootstrap the app component. Now, app module is the root module, and app component is the root component. Now, this app component is now ready to be rendered. So anytime this selector, my app, is encountered, it is going to be replaced with h1 tag hello world. So in index.html, when it identifies this my app tag, it is going to replace it with the h1 tag, and hello world is going to be displayed on the browser. Now the second thing is nesting components. So suppose we want to add a new component which is going to be part of our root component, app component, this one right here. First we need to create a file. So let's create it as sub.component.ts, and let's just copy this app component. So copy, and let's go over to sub.component.ts, paste it, and let's just change this to sub application and the view to sub app. And let's also change the class name. So sub component. Let me save this. And once you create a sub component or another component, you need to head over to app.module.ts, and in the declarations section, we need to specify that we also have another component, so sub component. But now we have this red squiggly over here. That is because we need to import the sub component. So let me copy and paste this, and let's copy this, paste it, and change this to sub.component. So now when I save this and head over to app.component.ts and include this selector, so it's going to be sub app sub app. Now when I save this and when the browser is refreshed, we are going to see sub app written underneath hello world. So two main things we covered in this video: how to create a simple hello world application, and if your application contains more than one component, how to add that component to your root component and then the root module. Alright, that's pretty much it for this video, and thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos from this Angular series.